Another way for Gay to get the most out of her garden is by adding colour and texture. And just beyond the sun trap outside the back door, Harry's making a start on greening up the bin store.
Ah, Mr. Harry.
Hello.
Hello, my love. I feel like I've kind of left you with this old beast.
I don't know, I think it's not the best looking thing in the garden, but I think with some lovely salvaged materials, we can make it into something very special. So these I'm just going to use to put on the side. I'm just going to slap this, and then I've managed to find some of Gay's plant pots like this.
Perfect.
So
perfect colour.
you put them on with some plants that, you know, are going to cascade down, green up this wall, and just kind of merge it with the rest of the garden.
Excellent. You can do anything on the roof at all?
Put some plants on the top, because I think it's quite important, looking down from the bedroom.
Yeah, that's true.
Down to it, green it up a little bit, so there's some plants going on here.
You see, you are loving rubbish bins.
You could say you're turning trash into treasure. See you later.
Harry and David are ready for the next stage of the vertical garden.
Le bâton.
Well, while you're here, we were thinking of something like that.
You know, that'll be good. Go for your life. When I get those pelargoniums in there, it's all going to come alive.
These cobalt blue planters will beautifully set off the bright flowers.
That's enough.
So bossy. Well, I found myself some boards which I'm going to use to edge the living roof. So first thing to do is to cut these to length and fasten them on. So I've got the framework up and around the old bin storage area. And that's allowed me to have this kind of tray on the inside, which I'm going to put some gravel and some soil to plant up. But first of all, I wanted to get a waterproof kind of liner in the bottom, and that's going to stop it from actually dripping down into the bin storage itself. So I've just stapled that on, and all I'm doing now is just cutting around the outside before I fill up with soil. So it's all good, but there's a little bit of thunder and lightning going on, and it's just started to rain, so better be quick. I got some thrift. I've got some calaminta and apita, I've got some thyme, and I've got some chives. And all these are going to thrive, and they're going to slightly spread out and create a carpet effect. So when Gay looks out of her window, she's going to see this lovely array of plants. I've also got a lovely little addition, which is forget-me-not.
These will bloom with pretty little blue flowers between April and June.
Oh, my God, I love it. That's fantastic. It looks so big. That's amazing. I love it.
Oh, look at that. That is a great reaction. Fantastic.
The pond will be edged with timber, and Joe and Kyle are cutting the pieces to the correct length and angle.
It's very heavy. I know. Very heavy wood.
While they fix the wood so it neatly skirts the water,
Bits and pieces, bits and pieces.
Charlie's assembling the rest of her kit.
Right. The water feature, the edging is going on. We're being cut, made to measure, lovely green oak. Because I like the romance of the oak with the romance of the billowing flowers, and then you've got the modern, clean lines of the paving that brings the whole garden sort of together. I'm just popping in the 2 pumps, solar-powered pumps.
John and David's sunny South Coast garden is ideal for a solar-powered pump.
Basically, this is like a swing seat, but we're making it with uprights, timber, and have a lot of planting around the back there. So it makes it like a little nook to come down to, read your book, have a cup of coffee, be quiet, while everyone else is partying up the other end of the garden. So I think it'd be nice, it's about there, and probably not too high up. So yeah, so sort of bum-eyed, really.
Hang on.
Cheeky boy. Yeah, that might be a bit low because there's going to be a bit of give in it. I think it'd be better if it's a bit high because I want to put lamp ferns underneath.
What's the sort of 600?
Yeah, go on then.
With the uprights secured in place, Andy and Chris can finish off the frame. And there's always time for a spot of showing off.
Go on, son. Go on.
The seat's secured using eye hooks and carabiners, so all that's left to do is give it a test run.
When I saw the plan and everything, I'm just thinking, oh, I don't know, is it big enough for that and everything? But it fits really well.
It does.
It does. Looking back here, you get everything down that way. So when you sat on there, you'll just get the full view of the garden. He'll be shouting, bring me a glass of wine. I won't get that chance.
Just the bottle, really.
So do you think it's been worth it?
Oh,
Good, yeah.
without a doubt.
You can
It's
see this
far
is,
better.
yeah, we can really have exceeded expectations, so thank you ever so much.
Now that the team has packed up and left them alone, David and John have had a chance to take stock.
It's got so much more in it than we ever imagined.
It's the mixed space that we can use. You know, people can chill out at various parts, not trip over each other. So yeah, it just looks great.
I've just taken a little bit of time out to come and make a bird feeder, which I think will be perfect for Karen and Duncan. All you need is a cooking bunt, any foods that the birds are going to love, peanuts, seeds, berries, might even want to put in some hay so that they can take that for their nests. And gelatin is going to set the whole lot of it. With gelatin, always have the hot water first, because effectively I'm going to be making a layer cake. Hot water, take your gelatin, sprinkle that in. I've got my ready-made stirrer. Pour that first layer in, and then from there I'm going to do seeds first of all. I'm going to do a few berries as well. So I've got blueberries here, and I may even put in a little bit of hay. It's a really nice touch, and keep going really. This looks good enough to eat. You can see how simple this is to do, but really going to look effective. Children would enjoy doing this so much. So I've used 6 sachets on this. I really want this to set very, very solid because I'm going to hang it up. That's the last of the gelatin going in, and there it is done.
Arit's going to pop the bird cake into the fridge to set for a couple of hours.
I've just got out the fridge. I've just put a little bit of warm water around the base to hopefully release it.
This moment of truth. Is it going to fall apart or is it not?
Well, let's see. I needed you here in case it did. Ready?
Oh, that sounded hollow. Has that come out?
Oh.
Part of it has. Look at that.
Et voila.
That looks fantastic. My goodness me, what is that?
It's gelatin, isn't it?
Fantastic. The birds are going to be, well, they're going to be here for this, aren't they? Nothing else now.
It's up to me.
We've got to outshine everything in the garden, Arit.
Party.
Right, let's find a space now.
All right, love.
Let's get it in.
Finally, a hornbeam hedge is brought in to hide more of the dominant fencing, some turf is laid, and it's time for the finishing touches.
There you go.
Something fun and good bit of learning for the children. There's nothing better than a little bug hotel. Now, this is called a riddle, and it's generally used for sieving soil. But you attach that onto the wall like that, you fill it with some lovely materials, and you've got yourself a really interesting bug hotel. Now, the reason we've chosen this is because of its shape. Now, there's lots of circles and lots of curves inside their home, so it's lovely to draw that out into the garden as well. Now, I'm using lots of natural materials inside here, obviously the wood, the leaves and things like that, but there's no limit to what you can use. Bits of old brick, roofing tiles, things like that. There isn't really a rule to it, which is lovely. You can just stack it up, build it, and they will come.